What's up, everyone, and welcome to the top 5 WWE 2K14, the first episode in this series. And that probably sounded horrible, but anyway, this is the first top 5 for WWE 2K14 that I'm gonna do, and it is, wait for it, the top 5 current day WWE Superstars. I should have really changed that. I want to see in WWE 2K14, which I'm very much looking forward to. There's a couple some might disagree with, and there's some people would have wanted in, but this is my list, so it's my decision really. And so, with that said, let's get on to the countdown. Coming in at number 5, it's the Master of the 5 count, AJ Lee, and, well, AJ Lee's bodyguard, because I don't know how much he's standing with Dolph Ziggler. He is Big E Langston. Uses the big ending, which I'm assuming his finisher will be in there. There is no excuse for Big E Langston not being in WWE 2K14 due to the fact he's been on the roster for a good amount of time now, long enough for those at Ukes to have developed his moveset, his entrance, his model, etc. So that is my number 5. Number 5 is Big E Langston. Coming in at number 4, it's Darren Young and the big deal Titus O'Neil. They are the prime time players. Similar to Big E Langston, these two have been on the roster now for quite a long time. More than enough time for the people at Ukes to have developed their models, entrance, attires, etc., etc. And they have been on TV a lot of time for them to actually validate being in WWE 2K14. No other excuse really needed. So my number 4 is the big deal Titus O'Neil, Darren Young, the prime time players. Coming in at number 3, you've got to let the A's breathe. He is Van Daan Go. Again, another member of the WWE current roster that's been not only on the roster since the start of the year now, but he's also been heavily featured on TV since well before then. And he was at WrestleMania. There is no excuse really for Ukes not to put Fandango into the game, because his entrance isn't that hard to animate. In fact, I think they've actually got a dancer animation in WWE 13 already, but it looks horrible, so basically there's no excuse for Fandango not to be in. So, at number 3, my pick is Fan Dan Go. Coming in at number 2, he is the son of Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. He is managed by the legendary Paul Heyman. He is Curtis Axel. Again, well, actually, Curtis Axel is one I've put on because I would like to be able to play as him. That's all there is really to my excuse to why he's on my list, and to why he's at my number 2 over the other 3. The only thing about Curtis Axel is that he may have missed the cutout point, but it's not too late in development for them to make him as DLC. So basically, there is no excuse for Curtis Axel not to be in the game. If he's either on the main disc or as DLC, just do not make him day 1 DLC, because that annoys me, because it's on disc content that you have to pay to unlock, and that annoys me. So at my number 2, it is Curtis Axel, which remains the question, who is my number 1? Sierra Hotel Indigo Echo Lima Delta Shield. Number 1. Who else was it gonna be? It is Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. They are together known as The Shield. There's no excuse. They've been on the roster since Survivor Series. They've had prominent independent success and have been in FCW and NXT for a while now. It doesn't take a genius to make them. Just do not make Roman Reigns look stupid like you've made The Rock the last couple of years. Anyway, I want them in, partly because I'm a huge fan of Seth Rollins and Ambrose, but because I want to make Roman Reigns a huge thing on my universe mode. That's why I want them in. So my number 1 choice on my top 5 is Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, The Shield. So there you have it. My top 5 current day WWE wrestlers or WWE superstars that I want to see in WWE 2K14. Do I need to remind you? At number 5, it was the master of the 5 count himself, Big E Langston. At number 4, it was Darren Young and the big deal Titus O'Neil. At number 3, it was Fandango. At number 2, it was Son of Perfection Curtis Axel. And at number 1, it was Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, The Shield. So that is my top 5. What is your top 5? Leave your comments below. And make sure to check out my channel later, because coming up next, well, in the next couple of days, is the top 5 WWE legends that I want to see in WWE 2K14. See you around.